Hello, my friends, and welcome to Quartet. I'm John Petersen from the Arlington Institute. This is a program. This is a show that's going to happen every 2 weeks. And what we're going to do is deeply try to explore the essence of this transition to a new human and a new world. We're looking for the issues and the ideas that are not talked about and are not the common information that you'll find other places. Let me talk about our subject for today, our topic. The title of this is, Are We Living in an Op? The whole idea of an op is an intelligence term and a military term. It's an operation. And so it's an organized kind of framework and a strategy and a set of plans that are going somewhere. But in this particular case, the question is it overt? Is it clear? Is there something going on here that we're not aware of?
We are not living in this random, spontaneous series of events. I think the evidence very clearly supports that. And what you said is so important, John. How do we, and Penny, how do we even think about a new reality without doing it from within the confines of what we already know about ourselves? It's all about our story. This all comes down to our story and the way we have been conditioned to think about ourselves and our relationship to our own bodies, to other people in the world. And this is why this battle is so important, because as we begin to embrace the deep truth of the extraordinary potential within the human body, we free ourselves from the fear because we begin to see our potential. So what that means is when we are shown fear in the media, we are freed. We don't have to respond with fear. It's like, what happens if they throw a war and nobody comes?
Right.
What happens if they throw a fear fest in the media and nobody responds? The game is over.
I do see it as an op. I see it as a failed op. And the reason for that failure is because the people trying to pull it off do not really understand the nature of consciousness. It's a huge risk to take, I'm going to use Gregg's words here, to break social alliances and leave people vulnerable, because vulnerable is open. And if you take the bad apple concept and you just reverse that, and you say there's one good apple in the social milieu, then that one person can have a huge effect and it grows. And so if you start breaking alliances and you leave people vulnerable and they're looking, they're reaching, they're after something, then they're going to go after something that they think, hope, want to be a higher bird call, we'll call it.
All reality is an op. We could call it Operation Mind Control, taking that title from 3 decades ago, the book from Walter Boart. Yes, but of course, you see, another word for op could be spell. Are we living in a spell? Yes, we are also, because that is how you talked about the use of media and television to put people in a trance. What they're doing is putting people in a spell. But of course, when we're living it from inside out, it's so hard to see the trance we're in because we don't see ourselves. And I think that's the problem, is that most of the time we're not allowed to see ourselves. And so we go deeper into the trance or deeper into the spell. But of course, the question is how to break the spell. And as Penny said, and I think she made a good point there, is that the people behind this, or the powers behind this, they don't know completely the power of consciousness. They may know the power of ritual. That's the hardware. But we are working through the software, the power of consciousness. And that's where our power lies. And that's where I feel to break the op, we break the spell.
So thank you all, and we'll look forward to having you with us again in just 2 weeks. We appreciate it all, and welcome and to Quartet, and come back and be with us. Thank you.